What would you think if I told you that the smile on your face has been a huge mask for years? Society has a big misconception. We think depression always looks like a person crying in bed. But in the dark corridors of psychology, the heaviest pain is often hidden behind the brightest smile. Individuals with smiling depression wear masks that make them appear to be the luckiest, most cheerful people alive. They are forced to wear this mask of perfection all day, even when just getting out of bed feels impossible. When they walk into a room, they radiate light and energy, so at first, no one notices the darkness. Answering, "I am great" to every "how are you" is just an automatic defense mechanism suppressing their inner screams for help. They protect an outer world of perfect peace only because their inner world is completely battlefield. Because of this contrast, they are the hardest group of diagnose and the most at risk category in psychology. It never occurs to anyone that the person laughing all day falls into an existential void the moment they get home. These people are often the life of the party, the source of joy at the office, or the rock of the family. Everyone admires their energy, but in reality, that energy is their last reserve, and it's running on empty. As soon as the doors close and the heavy mask falls, they are left alone with the bitter truth. In those moments, they feel an intense exhaustion and incredible emptiness that goes far beyond simple sadness. They feel guilty because, from the outside, they have no valid reason to be unhappy, so they blame themselves. This deep guilt amplifies the silence and pushes them further into isolation. In this video, as we analyze this silent scream, perhaps experienced by your best friend, you might recognize something familiar. Our goal is to reveal the messy warehouse hidden behind that perfect storefront and truly understand their emotions. This condition is often called high-functioning depression because these individuals manage to sustain their productivity. Unlike classic depression, which can paralyze a person, these individuals go to work, socialize, and fulfill with every responsibility. But while the engine seems to be running, the internal system is breaking down because the fuel ran out long ago. This group has one of the highest suicide risk, yet the danger is unpredictable because they constantly project joy. They are often noticed too late simply because everyone defines them as full of life. If someone around you fits this description, watching this video is vital. Please pay close attention. Perhaps this analysis will help you decode their silent language and extend the helping hand they are waiting for. Now, let's examine the 5 most distinct behaviors of this group that you can observe if you look closely. The first and most common sign: toxic perfectionism. They cannot tolerate making a single mistake. For them, appearing weak is not just an option, it's a disaster scenario. They accept no flaws in their actions. Everything must be perfect, because one crack could break the dam. That's why showing even a hint of sadness is forbidden. They use smiling as a shield to keep people away from their inner world. This is where their perfectionism begins. The second behavior is an imbalance. Always giving, never receiving. They make it their mission to run to everyone's set. They listen to others' troubles for hours, but they never ever share their own. What looks like a fear of being burdened is actually an invisible weapon used to protect their image of perfection. They view asking for help as weakness and feel compelled to play the strong one on the stage of life. This one sided emotional exchange isolates them further, acting like a virus, rotting them from the light. This one sided emotional exchange isolates them further, acting like a virus, rotting them from the inside. The third sign: sudden shutdown and physical collapse after social interactions. They seem energetic in crowds, but the moment they get home, they collapse as if someone pulled the plug. Constantly acting requires immense mental and physical effort, draining their energy reserves completely by nightfall, because their brains are constantly on high alert. They crave deep sleep or numbness the moment they are alone. The fourth sign: emotional denial. They constantly downplay their own pain to avoid looking weak. They prioritize others' problems over their own and actually get angry at themselves for feeling sad. By denying themselves the right to be unhappy, they allow suppressed anger to grow within. They bury emotions so deep they forget how to feel. Eventually, the brain automates this. As soon as an emotion rises, it is suppressed. The fifth sign: a creeping sense of meaninglessness about the future and indifference toward goals. Despite their success, they pause on the corporate ladder and ask with total indifference, "So what?" This existential void is a mysterious enemy, stalking them like a dark shadow right behind their smile. Do you know anyone who behaves like this way? I'm curious. What do you feel when you are around them? Never mistake this for a character trait. It's the dangerous result of an unsustainable defense strategy. This analysis probably reminded you of a smiling friend you love dearly. Think about it. Does it ring a bell? Even if it's not 100% match. To understand them, don't ask what's wrong. Just say, "I'm here for you." This simple phrase can trigger a powerful internal shift. So, how do we end this masquerade and help them? Do you have the courage to try? The solution isn't to fix them, but to give them the permission to break down safely. Step 1. Create a safe space. Make an environment where they can talk without feeling judged. Simply saying, "You don't always have to be strong," might melt an iceberg that has stood for years. Step 2. Praise the small cracks. When their energy drops, don't see it as weakness. Appreciate it's a sign of their humanity. When they say, "I'm not doing well," treat it as a call for connection and say, "Thank you for sharing that." This acceptance lightens the burden of being a superhero and reminds them that's okay to be human. Step 3. Show unconditional love. Accept them in every state, knowing that their emotional imbalance is not about you. They believe they are only loud when they are cheerful. You break this by accepting them when they aren't. You might ask, "Do I have to?" No. But remember, these are key people in your life. Your mother, maybe your father, your boss or child. Step 4. Stop comparing. Prevent them from comparing their suffering to others. They must accept that pain is not a competition. It's a real emotion that deserves to be felt. The fifth and most critical step: normalize professional support. Help them See that therapy is not a weakness. Remind them that their mind and body are connected, and like any machine, they need maintenance. Even if therapy doesn't remove the mask immediately, it helps them realize they are wearing one. Like all mental health issues, smiling depression is not a life sentence. Beneath the mask lies a real person, hungry for life, waiting to be seen and heard. Bringing that person out requires patience, understanding, and a deep awareness that not everyone possesses. In time, they will learn that when the mask comes down, their true world is deeper and more colorful than they thought. If you found traces of yourself or a loved one in this analysis, please do not stay silent. Share your story in the comments. Even a simple comment saying, "I know someone like this," creates awareness. Your words might make another viewer feel less alone. Do you have a message that could change someone's day? The Mentalraum community is a safe harbor where masks come down and the truth is spoken. Share this video with that friend who always stands strong. It might be the breath of fresh air they have needed for years. You don't have to be a saver, but one small step from you can change someone else's entire journey. Subscribe to my channel to join us as we explore the unseen faces of human psychology. In the next video, we will tackle another psychological topic you definitely encounter in daily life. Until then, look closer at those around you. Sometimes the greatest pain is hidden in the brightest smile. And remember, real power comes not from the hiding pain, but from the sharing and transforming it. Without a mask, without a filter, every human deserves to be loved and understood in their most natural state. Would you subscribe to my channel? That way we can become a bigger family. See you soon. Look at yourself and your loved ones with compassion that goes beyond the visible.